Howse, holistic lifestyle coach at Shasta Wellness Studio in Invermere, British Columbia. Thanks for tuning in to my podcast. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. So welcome to my show, Nat. This is local to Invermere, artist and entrepreneur.
Hello.
And Nat and I are really excited about our next Paint and PiYo night. So we're putting together a group of, I was going to say ladies, just because it's mostly always ladies that do show up, but I'm sure you must see some dudes that come out for art classes as well.
We do, we've done paint night, date nights in the past, and I've seen grandpas come in with their whole family, with the grandkids and husbands, for sure. Absolutely. So, anyone who wants to get creative, really.
So Nat is one of 3 owners at Black Star Studios. Yeah. And these gals have been in business in Invermere for, I think, 10 years now.
Yeah, we turned 10 July 1st.
Congratulations.
Wow, it's pretty awesome.
What an amazing feat. And you're now located on Main Street in Invermere, but you were previously located at a different location?
Yeah, we first opened our doors up at next door to Bavin Glassworks. And we were there for about a year and a half. And then we had an opportunity to move down into Invermere, downtown. And yeah, we've been there for 8.5 years.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And so you offer a variety of opportunities through your shop. So you do art classes, you can set up and do a birthday party.
Yep, so we do so much. We do the birthday parties. We do 1-hour workshops every Saturday. We do 1-hour workshops 4 times a day for July and August. We do evening paint nights. We do paint night date nights. We come around, we'll be here with you, and we do paint and yoga together. We do lots of stuff with the community, with the schools. We work with Art from the Heart, which is that annual kids show at Pine Logs. It's running right now. Okay. It's really cool. We do the music festival, which was really fun. Last year we did a mural. We do Canada Day murals. Yeah, we've got lots of stuff going on. We're always creative. And then, so that happens kind of in the back of the gallery. And then we have our own studios, the 3 of us. So I make glass jewelry. I also teach classes. And then Jen Abra does fabric. And she does sewing and things like that in the back. And then Kaisa Fredine does metal work. So she has another studio that she does her welding and stuff. But she does design and painting as well as enamel in the studio. And then we've got about close to 70 artists. They're all Canadian. Everything's made with their hands. It's kind of the 2 rules of being in the gallery. And we showcase their artwork. So
beautiful. Yeah. There's quite the, what's the word, eclectic collection.
Yeah, for sure.
I've been through a few times and been fortunate to participate in a few workshops.
Yeah, for sure.
So now, do all 3 of you do instruction with painting?
Yeah, so when it comes to the workshop part, the 3 of us are the teachers. Once in a while, we'll have guest artists coming in. Like we have Allison Bell coming up soon, and she's making stamps and embroidery, things like that. So once in a while, we'll have an artist that we show their work in Black Star, and they'll come and teach their craft. But for the paint nights and the kids' workshops and the summer camps and the birthday parties and all that stuff, it's Kaisa, Jen, and I that instruct those.
So one would just go to your website or stop in and get a list of upcoming workshops?
Yeah, you can definitely check us out on our website. It's blackstarstudios.ca, and there's a calendar there listed of everything that's happening in the shop, because we've got things coming up with Easter and with you and some other stuff in the works. You can also check out Facebook. Seems to be a great tool, because you can look under the photos and just kind of scroll through, and there's lots of artwork and stuff shown on there. But the best thing to do is to come on in, because things are changing all the time. If we have an artist that's really excited about their new piece of work and they want to show it, we'll trade it out and they bring something else new in. So everything's always changing there at Black Star.
Groovy. And it's a really modern, funky atmosphere. I quite like what you ladies have done with the space. It's just nice and almost like modern retro. I don't know.
It's definitely, something that Invermere is such a great place for art, and everyone's very encouraging. And 10 years ago, when Kaisa first said, "Oh, let's open an art gallery," I thought, "Oh my gosh, no way! Like, there's so much art, and how are we going to be different?" And she's like, "Oh, we'll have our studios in there, and and then just the type of art, it's different than the rest, So it's really funky. One of our, our slogan is get creative, get inspired, and get in here.
Get in here.
Yeah, get in here. Come check it out, and being creative is super important to us, and inspiring others. Like, that's one of our happy moments. For sure we're there to sell art and have the artists make an income as well, but if we're inspiring people, like when someone says, "Oh, I haven't done painted in so long and I just want to now," or your workshop got me thinking, like, I want to keep doing this. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, I'm definitely an amateur artist, and to say the least, and have participated in a few of your workshops, which I've found have been just so inspirational, and I'd like to say therapeutic as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't need to know how to paint, and it's just sitting down and letting the colors play and hearing that brush hit the canvas, and it just melts all your stress away, for me personally.
For sure, 100%.
And so it's nice also to paint with a group of people.
Yep.
I really like the group activity, and you can have, meet some new friends, or bring along an old friend that you just want to do something social with.
Yeah.
So we'll be set up for the 26th of April.
Yep.
And you can register with myself to come out, and we're going to be working on this lovely painting here, if you'd like to talk a little bit about it.
Well, it's a perfect time of year for it.
Yep.
It's spring, and it's colorful, and it's flowers, and there's lots of movement in this painting. And don't be afraid if you don't feel like you're an artist. We kind of pull it right out of you. With all of our paint nights and our workshops, there is this, for the ones who, are worried about, their abilities, like we take you step by step. So you could just follow our instruction, and I'm 100% guarantee that you'll be extremely happy at the end.
Yeah, and nobody gets left behind.
Nobody.
Right.
And absolutely. And if you're somebody like yourself who doesn't mind daring to be a little bold or try something new, then you kind of go off on your own too. There's room for that. It's not, a certain color in a certain spot and this and this and this, but we do lay out a step by step so no one feels lost. So everybody's welcome and everybody has fun.
And you set up the colors, so you coordinate the colors for us as well. So It's not like, I try at home sometimes, and I'm like, how do I color match? Like,
we're not going to just say like, "Oh, go for it."
Yeah.
For sure. We're there to help. And, for some who are wanting to try their own thing, there's also room for that, so
Right.
It's fun for everyone.
And I've noticed you actually have some do-it-yourself kits at the studio.
Yeah.
You still carry those?
Yeah, we do. We have the do-it-yourself kits. We've got 5 right now of our favorite workshops, but we're going to have a few more coming out soon, hopefully for the summer.
Groovy. So I'm curious to know, getting into business with an art gallery, what previous experience did you have coming into the business with art? Do you have any favorite mentors or?
Well, Bavins for sure, like
Okay.
Pat and Ryan Bavin and Bonnie Bavin, absolutely.
Yeah.
I worked with them for, I am getting older when you do the math, eh? I worked with them for quite a while, and I worked with them as a glass blowing apprentice for Ryan.
Okay.
In 2003, I believe I started, in 2002. And then, so I was a glass artist. And then Kaisa is an art graduate. She graduated from Calgary University in sculpture. And then Jen was self-taught as well as through her grandma for the sewing part. So it was just 3 of us kind of, artsy girls that wanted to do something. So we got together, the 3 of us, and started Black Star. And at first we had 12 artists, and our initial business plan was to rent studio space. So we did have a few artists that went through there, Angelique Gillespie and Jessica Gowling, and we had a silversmith Karen that came through, and they rented from us. But then as time went on, we realized people wanted to actually be creative. So then the workshop started.
So, Nat, do you have everything that you require to do glass blowing at your studio now? Like, have you acquired all of the equipment?
Bead making, not the blowing.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Bavin's always, they blew in a hot shop, like big things, bowls and cups, and that's a huge, huge thing. And Ryan still does that, which is amazing. But I do the torch work, and I have everything there. And I have 2 torches, so I can teach classes too.
Oh,
It's kind of neat being the 3 of us being artists and then owning and operating an art gallery. I feel like we really can connect to all our artists. We know what they're looking for as well because we've been on both sides.
Do you do demonstrations where someone could just come and watch you?
Oh yeah, for sure. All 3 of us, like if we're in our studios working, absolutely watch. And the bead making is fascinating to watch because it's a flame and molten glass. So it's really neat. I try to get in there as much as I can, and especially in the summertime or on weekends when people are walking around, and yeah.
Neat. Yeah. Must definitely draw a crowd. I didn't even realize you did that. Like in the back of my mind, I remember that you did that, but I've just more been taking your painting classes. Right. Are you involved with Wings Over the Rockies at all, or?
No, I'm not, but Pine Logs is a great place, and they've got some really cool things going on. Right now, there's Art from the Heart, and so I'm really involved in that. I'm the coordinator for that show, and I have other people who help me as well. It's not just myself, but that is something I look forward to every year. And what that is there's the 5 schools. So we have Canal Flats, Edgewater School, Windermere Elementary, EMP, and J.A. Laird. So every child in the school, every student participates. So over 700 kids. And the show's going right now. So it's running till the 27th.
Until the 27th. And
yeah.
Is it just by donation or?
No, you just come on in and check it out. So it's the schools that work together with the kids. So what I do with a few other people is we kind of get together and discuss a theme. So this year the theme was collaboration. So the schools kind of take that theme, and there's a few guidelines, and then they just run with it. So we've got all the schools getting together, and mostly within the classrooms doing one art piece, and then we showcase it at Pine Logs for the 3 weeks. So it's really neat. It's really fun. Like when you go to Pine Logs, that's down at Kinsman Beach. It's guaranteed to make you smile. So if you're having a bad day, that is definitely where you want to end up.
We're putting it on our calendar for sure. It's an old heritage house or building. I don't know if it was ever a house. And
it's 103 or 104 years old now.
Oh, wow, I just got shivers.
Yeah.
103 years old.
Yeah.
At Kinsman Beach here in Invermere. And it's just probably open regular hours, so we could just pop in.
11 to 5, I believe, every day, except for maybe Sundays, or maybe it is open now.
So when you do your workshops, you do them all specifically at Black Star? There's nothing happening at the Pine Logs with your...
We've had a few workshops down there. We've worked with the student exchange program, and so they have kids come in from all over. So we've been down there a few times. That's where we host. If we have more than 15 people or so, we will go to Pine Logs or other places, right? But most of the stuff happens in the back in our studio, or we'll also come to you. So sometimes we have tourists that come, or I call them part-time locals that bring their friends out for the weekend, and they don't want to drive. They want us to come to them, and we'll do that as well.
Are there any other artists that inspire you today, or any books that you're into?
Lots and lots.
Yeah.
I mean, this town is super inspiring. It's amazing.
In itself.
Yeah.
I've been having this discussion with a few people actually lately about just noticing the turnover in businesses in Invermere.
I know.
It seems like a lot of the people that are still standing in business are kind of artistic. Artistic.
I never thought of it that way. Yeah. Well, you know what I think? I think that if you're going to be successful in Invermere, and this is just my opinion, but you have to love what you do. If you don't love what you do, then you're in the wrong town for any business, in my opinion, because, Invermere, it's a touristy place. The locals, we woun't be here without the locals. That is why we're still here 10 years later. The money doesn't come steady. It doesn't come, sometimes unpredictable when it shows up, right? So if you want to stay in business in Invermere, I really, truly feel like you're doing it because you love it.
Because you're passionate about it.
Because you're passionate about it, and you want to wake up every day and you want to go to work. Because if you're going to work just to make a living, which a lot of people in this world do, and there's nothing wrong with that either. My husband does it every day for us, but then it's hard to keep going. Yeah. So you got to really love what you do. So maybe that is true, what you're saying, you know? Maybe because we're artistic and we're interested and passionate about what we do is why we're still all here. That's a good point. Yeah.
Well, I am so happy that you have your Black Star Studio still functioning beautifully, and the girls, the three of you, have stayed together.
Yeah.
That's very admirable. I'm interested to see how the summer rolls. You know, it's going to be good for us if...
Would this be your first summer here
in
this
Invermere?
Location?
Yeah. I opened the Shasta Wellness Studio in October.
Yeah.
And it has been very, it's like you said, it comes and goes in waves. But definitely, what is the month? April? So February was a good month, but March, it's just like it was a ghost town.
Right. Yeah, and that's what I mean. It's unpredictable. Like it is tax season right now, so it's just looking through that sort of thing, which I personally don't like, and I'm sure you don't either, just being the way we are. You know, creative people don't really want to sit around and look at numbers, but
calculate everything. Well, I'm getting better with that over time as well, just staying organized so my accountant doesn't want to hurt
Nobody
me.
wants to hurt you. Yeah, you don't want to hurt you. They don't want to hurt you.
Just get it done on time, and everybody will be okay.
Yeah, it's really strange. It can be unpredictable. I mean, the only guarantee we have is July, August, December, Christmas, and that's about it. Even March break's a hit and miss. Yeah, it is. I mean, that's the thing is if you're trying to figure it out, you drive yourself crazy. So I just kind of go with the flow. But
well, I would highly, highly recommend Nat and her studio. I can't say I've worked as much with
Jen and Kaisa
as I've taken quite a few of Nat's instructional classes with art, but we've had private for weddings, for wedding parties. We've had our ladies group.
Fun. I came to you that time too.
Yeah, you came out to the house.
That was fun.
You come to the studio. As well with our ladies group. We've done it, I think, at the Pine Logs. We've done it multiple locations, but also one of my daughters went to the studio for a birthday party, you know, and it was a great group of grade oneers, and they had a great time. She talked about it, raved about it. I think they did a little figurine. Yeah,
a little Fimo.
A little Fimo.
A little Fimo unicorn or puppy dog or gnome
it was
or
such a cool experience.
Elephant
Let's go to the art studio and take an art class as something to do as a group, right? So
yeah, the birthday parties are fun, and parents are welcome to stay, but they also can just kind of go. And we get
girls
messy.
Have it under control. You all have kids yourselves, right? So
yeah, we're moms. Kaisa's not a mom, but she's a kid, so she knows. She likes to have fun, and so we do the painting or clay or paper mache or. Yeah, we like to get messy and have a good time.
I don't think I've ever done any of the paper mache
projects. We should do a buck head next time, like an animal head.
That'd be cool.
Oh, yeah. It's really fun.
That'll be cool. And the nice thing that we're doing here at the studio as our idea, just to collaborate and introduce art to some people, but then we're going to do about a half an hour of just a fun yoga workout called PiYo.
Yeah, that's great.
So hopefully you bring your sweats this time.
I will bring my sweats this time.
And we'll put on some music and bop around.
Yeah.
So
you can show me what you're passionate about.
I'm pretty darn passionate about
yoga. I know you are. And you know what I follow you on social media, and I've known you for years, and I really feel like that is key to a successful business in town. So keep on doing what you're doing, and I'm sure there's days where you're like, but it never shows. And I think that's really, really important. You know, in a small town, consistency, it finally will catch up to you. Yeah. And with moving into a new location and stuff like that, you know, I think that's really great. The more people that know about you, and this summer will be good. But like I say, my 5-year plan ended up being my 10-year plan. So, you know, things take time in this town, but they're all worth waiting for, right?
Sounds good. That was Inspiring. That was a motivational talk by Nat. Like, just put that one in your tool belt. Remember.
No, keep doing what you're doing. It's awesome.
Oh,
and thank you for being such a supporter of Black Star and myself.
Yeah, well, I'm just passionate about being creative and feeling good and community. Yeah. I'm strongly compassionate about keeping a circle of friendship around me.
It shows, for sure. I can feel that for sure.
Yeah, and we just want to do stuff that, doesn't involve, as much as we all like to go dancing at the bar, but, we all have kids, we all have to be home by 10 o'clock.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
And it's just real community where we take time to get to know each other, through painting or yoga or hiking or whatever it is we're up to. Yeah, and I love the social media.
Well, it's the way of the world now, and it's great to get out there. I like it too. I don't have much negative to say about it myself, but I know lots of people sometimes don't feel that way, but I think it's great. And I enjoy your post daily. So thank you for that.
Thank you. I'm glad you're watching. And the whole podcast, I don't know if we've talked about that. My husband's just like, you want to do a what?
Yeah, very cool.
So he's been having fun with the sound and the programs. He does all of the editing. Yeah. And basically what had happened when we started about, I guess, 4 years ago with a passion towards teaching yoga online. Yeah. And I just really couldn't teach in front of a video camera as well as I can if I have a room full of people I know or strangers. Yeah. I'm much more confident and comfortable, using my voice with people and keeping the flow going. Yeah. And you turn a video camera on and I'm, I lose track. I don't feel like So maybe, my friend was saying the other day, why don't you just try write something out? Because I'm not a scripter, right? Like I don't script and sit and write, but or sit and teach from what I've written. So our big goal is to move all of what I've learned through my practice onto a membership site.
Oh, neat.
So I'd be doing like life coaching, kind of motivational videos, as well as teaching other people how they can heal themselves through yoga and Reiki. Yeah. And I'm even thinking of doing some massage instruction. Yeah. A lot of my clients that come to me have aches and pains that if they knew how to take care, if they have their spouse at home, they could take care of each other and not have to,
absolutely
pay $100 a pop to seek a professional. Yep. And so I'm pretty passionate about also helping other people to take care of themselves at home. Discover that home practice, whether it's through...
Well, some people feel more comfortable at home too, so that's really great that you can do that.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is just, like I said, I feel more comfortable talking with somebody. Yeah. So I'm kind of, I go through and I watch the conversation and then I'm watching myself and I'm like, you can do this. You can teach yoga.
You totally can.
Start running those videos. Yeah. And then, and then just being in a small community that we have here and getting to know people and promoting as well, right? Yeah. So that'll help people to also...
I'm a huge believer in that too. In this town, you have to help each other out. If you can't do it by yourself, you have to help. Yeah.
Absolutely. And there are a lot of good yoga teachers out there. So I'm hoping that, people can kind of get to know my personality through, having a conversation with somebody else and go, oh yeah, she is kind of cool. I do want to go take one of her classes in person. Yeah. Come to a studio, feel comfortable, have a cup of tea. Yeah. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about today?
No, I think we actually covered it all. Yeah, no, that was fun. Thank you so much for having me. And I hope you guys come to this. Everybody come to this.
Everybody
super fun.
Come and paint with Nat and
100% guarantee that you have so much fun.
Yeah, everything's provided. All you have to do is show up, wear some comfortable clothing. We play it. Last time you played some really funky, you had a good playlist going. I think it was your son's hockey playlist.
It was my son's hockey playlist. Yeah, it was good that everybody was okay with it because I wasn't even sure what was going to come out of the speaker.
Yeah. And we got tea and coffee and water here, so we'll keep you hydrated while we paint and have some fun, get to know each other. Yeah. So thanks, Nat. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you very much for having me.